And we're back on LGBT Radio Nation.com, on UrbanNationRadio.com, that is.
LGBT
taking over.
Right, we're taking over Urban Nation Radio, right? We branching out.
So what you guys watched was the YouTube video from Soul Studio with Jessica Moore.
Yes.
How was it like actually interviewing with them, and what was that like? Set it up for us.
Man, an interview with Jessica Moore, which you guys got to get her in at some point, would be really dope. It's high energy. I mean, she brings such positivity. She's just a ball to be around. You know, she's just walking creativity. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's like a living poem. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. So you get that.
Yeah, you really do. You know, what she writes, she lives. And that was so dope, is that she was so genuine. So, you know, it was a very fun interview to talk about, you know, Black Women Rock, which she's been doing for, I want to say 5 years. I'll probably be corrected, but every year they do it, and they just bring in awesome women, you know, in music who just rock. You know, just
I can't wait for my next number 2.
Man.
That's when I'm really looking at my YouTube stuff.
What is that?
Danger.
Right on time, right?
Get down. Get down. How big is this desk?
I'm sorry. It was a nap alarm.
Wake up.
Wow.
Go to sleep. But yeah,
I didn't expect that to happen.
No, that was good timing. I love live radio.
Your energy and the spirit that is you. It seems like you are putting certain intentions out into the universe.
Yes.
What intentions are you putting out into the universe?
Yeah, wow. Intentions out. Man, for one, you know, the power of a smile and laughter is first off the bat. You know, when I meet you, 9 times out of 10, that's right, Jason, I see you smiling. Just, this is gorgeous. You better smile. But that's the first, you know, when I meet you, I'll greet you with a smile, you know, and a hug, and just really give you that love. You know, so love is first and foremost. Your purpose, your destiny. I tap right into people, and I see you. Like, I'm able to see you, you know, your spirit, and I want to connect.
Just have a water gun right now.
I see you.
Right.
We see you. So, you know, love, a sense of purpose, a sense of determination and spirit. You know, whatever that means to you, being in that space of creating and becoming who it is that you're supposed to be. Because I really do believe that we're all here for a reason.
All right, beloved.
You know? You know what I'm saying? I do. You know, I really do. I believe that we're all here, beloved, you know?
So let me ask you this question. This question was asked to me last week, and I was like, wow.
Yeah, what's that?
What do you know for sure?
What do I know for sure?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's dope.
She asked me that, and I'm like,
you can write a book on that. That's what do you know for sure?
Mm-hmm.
I know for sure that I can't tell you for sure what I'm here to do, but I know for sure that I am here to do something, and I know for sure that I am here. Part of it is to connect with people. Mm-hmm. That I know, and it's through the media, it's through music. That I know for sure, without a shadow of a doubt. If I were to catch amnesia, that would be one thing I probably would not forget. Like, I won't know who I am, but I know those things for sure.
Passion.
Who do we
Passion.
have? Yeah,
that's it.
It
Boom.
is. Who do we have to thank for the personality that is you? Who do we have to thank for that?
My mom and my family. You know what I'm saying? Like, growing up, I was always that little girl who was like, you know, what we doing next? You know what I'm saying? We would be at Toys R Us, you know, pick out your toy, Jaci. Okay, but what we doing next? You know, all right, we're at Chuck E. Cheese. Okay, but what we doing next? We going to the movies. What we doing next? You know, and my family so patient. Like, I don't know if I could have raised me. You know, really, honest to God, because my family, they all did their part to not stifle me, but to guide me and to help me put my energy into those things that will continue to build me. You know, my mom kept me in dance. She kept me in theater. She kept me drawing. You know, when the other kids were outside, you know, on snow days, we were inside writing book reports. You know what I'm saying? Making jewelry. and presenting book reports at dinner time. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and that's another mad prop I give to Jessica Caprice because she raises her son King like that, and that reminds me so much of how we have to be with our kids. You know, we send them to school, but there's got to be education happening in the home, and you have to do that. And my family, you know, if it was correcting my language, you know, if I was saying something that wasn't, you know, correct, you what? I mean, yes, sir, or yes, ma'am, or this is what I was going to do. Now, this is what I'm finna. You know, I mean, there's a time and a place for that, because, you know, when I'm going to say finna around my people, but I'm not going to go up in a job interview or accept, you know, a BET award and be like, y'all finna, because I'm like, who is that? Right. You know?
Did y'all catch that?
You put that out now, Miss Weird.
So that brings me to my question. Do you think girls with natural hair sing better than girls with weaves?
Sing better? I don't think so. I don't think that really is I think that's a dope question.
I know.
I love those kind of questions. It's just, you know, I love it. I think that if you can sing, you know, I think you don't have to do with your hair. You know what I'm saying? I think it has to do with your vocal ability and the time you put in cultivating your gift. That's a good question, though.
Okay.
So,
with natural hair.
Kind of threw you off a little bit.
It did. I like that.
threw me off.
Yeah.
Where am I now?
Yeah.
So this Saturday you are you're hosting an event. You're singing.
Actually singing an event. It's for and shouts out to Lacey and the whole crew with Lady Parts Justice. It's an event that's basically talking about, you know, reproductive freedom and you know, like, I guess nonviolence towards women and equality. It's really, really dope. This is actually my first time knowing about them. And it was actually through, with the foundation, myself, Insight, The Riot, which you guys probably, she's pretty dope, man.
I listened to that
Rhodes,
one as well.
Meek Love Rhodes, Miss Corona. We were out in Oakland University, and we were just out there doing our thing as the foundation. And the group out there was just like, gosh, you guys need to come on and present at this event. So we hooked up, you know, a few months later, and they invited us to come to this event and just do our thing, empower women, you know, and that's what we do. I don't know if we consciously say, okay, gang, we're going out to empower women, you know what I'm saying? Let's do it. But we just all kind of live. We live a certain way, and we say a certain thing, and it's empowering, you know, just because that's what we do. So
Love it.
That's what we're doing this Saturday. It's going to be at the Park Bar from 2 to 5 p.m. this Saturday. So that's downtown Detroit, right there at the Park Bar, and it's going to be really dope. They even have uterus cookies, so I'm looking forward to a uterus cookie. I've never heard of a uterus cookie before in my life, but I'm going to try one.
That's interesting.
I'm going to try one.
So
So yeah, I'll be singing.
What are you currently like working on?
Currently, gosh, I got a few irons in the fire. One thing, and I'm going to leave a project with you guys, is that I'm working on my little EP. It's called Love Like Water. And something very close to my heart. It's taken me forever to choose what songs. I have a tracker that's probably, about this big, and it's got 1,000,001 songs on them. And it took me years just to figure out, you know, these 6 or 7 songs to put on this. And so I'm really looking to push that, and I'm very proud of that project. So that's something for myself that I'm doing. I'm also doing graphics for people. So if anybody needs graphics done, make sure you can get at me too as well on Twitter at Jaci Caprice, JACICAPRICE. And so graphics. And
what type of graphics?
Man, like Photoshop graphics. Like if you need graphics for like the show, you know.
I think Beyonce needs some Photoshop graphics.
I think she does a better person. Did you see that?
Yes,
did you see the stairs?
Yeah.
With the
and the wine glasses.
Yes. Yeah, that person needs to be fired.
Yeah.
Fired, right. And I will gladly take that spot.
Out loud.
So what do you take on you know, speaking of Beyonce, what's your take on this modern day type feminist thing?
You know, it's always interesting when that word just really seems to be coming up a lot about feminist and feminism and modern day feminist. And you know, my take on it is this, because I've been asked if I was a feminist, and I say, you know, feminist in hip hop, and I'm like, I'm not constantly a feminist in hip hop, but I am a woman who is in hip hop. So with that comes a certain responsibility. I think that women or really anybody who's doing anything has to realize that there's a certain responsibility in doing it. You know, whether or not you put a label to it, you know, that's your prerogative.
Right.
But for me, if there's any label, it's responsibility. You know what I'm saying? So when you talk about the new feminist, I don't know. I kind of raise my eyebrow, like, okay, really, what is that? And
well, I guess it's the stereotype, or maybe it's the truth. As far as like the old way of being feminist is, you know, you don't shave under your arms, you know,
you just
this
march and you're just mad at men and
mad at men, and now it's
think.
like you can still embrace your sexuality and still want equal opportunity and power for women. I guess that's what the modern day feminist is.
Yeah, and to me, like, I don't know, maybe because I'm one who's never been someone for the labels. You know, I've never have been. You know, I've never been one.
That's
for,
going around.
for
Everybody don't want to be labeled no more.
Right, I never have.
No one wants labels, and everything is spelled not the way it sounds.
True. So true.
Everything is
Very true.
Judge
That is
Judy
so
said, she
true.
said the world is going to hell. She's asking the guy, he had HMU on the text. She's like, what does that mean? He was like, hit me up. She's like,
What? I thought it was a college. HMU. You know, where is this at? Houston. But yeah, I've never been one to be one for labels. Now, that's not bashing anybody who labels things, because I mean, people need to do that to help make sense of stuff.
Right.
But I can identify with certain things, you know, and I just choose not to limit my identification to just one or two areas. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, okay, I can understand what feminists are saying. I can understand, you know, this, that, and the third are saying. But whether or not I embody all that, you know, I don't. I really haven't about it.
now back to the music, because I'm excited that you said you have an EP, especially if you just listen to who your influences are. I love female R&B.
That's what's up.
You know, or whatever. How do you prepare? Like, how do you get your voice prepared before doing the show?
Yeah, I shut up. Really.
You shut
I
up?
Shut
You don't drink like tea with lemon?
tea with lemon, no. I stay away from citrus. Like, because citrus it breaks down the coating.
Acid,
Yeah, the acid breaks down the coating. So I'll eat packets of honey, you know, or maybe I'll drink some ginger tea, just to get some of the.
With no sugar?
No sugar. I
No
stay
sugar.
away from sugar.
Yeah.
But stuff is either room temperature. Yeah. Yep. Stuff is either room. I gotta see what that. I'm
What
gonna
is
get to
that?
that. That's some juice.
What is that?
Ginger juice.
Ginger juice.
With apple.
Where do you get that? With apple? I'm in love already. Yeah. And so I'll get sleep, you know, the night before. And I'll do rehearsal, but I won't overstress, you know what I'm saying? Like, I rehearse at least, I'm constantly in rehearsal, but the first week, the week of, I'm in rehearsals, I'll rehearse like at least an hour a night.
Okay.
You know, going through everything, and getting ready for it. Just getting ready for it. And then just being quiet so I can listen to what the message is supposed to be. It's never the same.
Have you ever opened up for anybody?
Open up. Man, let me go back, because I used to do holy hip hop. Believe it or not, I was rapping, you know.
You said holy hip hop?
Yeah, dude, like, you know, I love it, and I still love it, you know, and I used to do holy hip hop, and so I remember, like, as far as opening up for anybody huge, I wouldn't even say, no, not really. There were, like, some cats who, like Mr. Dell, like, from back in the day, who was doing, you know, secular stuff, then found the Lord, and he was doing stuff. But
Oh, is that what Dale's doing nowadays?
he was, I don't know what he's doing now. This was, like, back in 05, so I'm not sure what he's up to now. But that's how I met Sunny Day, you know, who's here with you guys, because she was doing holy hip-hop and stuff. Man, mad respect to seeing her again, seeing how all of us have matured, you know, and it's really dope. But open up for anybody big? Not yet.
Have you ever headlined? I'm sure you headlined, yes.
Well, you mean like on a big scale or just period?
Period.
Period, yeah.
Okay.
Sure have. I have.
Okay.
It's been pretty
Who
good.
are some of the like your favorite Detroit singers?
Man, everybody. Is that fair? I love them all. Oh my God.
Who's your favorite female MC? Detroit.
Miss Corona. Miss Corona. Mahogany Jones. The whole foundation.
I have that radio
Ew.
too. And I was like, this might get me in some trouble.
Oh my God, my favorite man. I tell you, I wish I could just
Miss
put them
Corona
all.
is badass, and
Killing them.
Invincible is
Yep.
badass.
Oh my God, Il can do some things with lyrics that are just bananas, and so does Corona. She'll start
Il
one
is
place.
Invincible.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Invincible.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. She'll start one place. Like Corona will start a lyric there, go around the bend, and then come back to that lyric, and then take that lyric and flip it and take it around to the garage. I mean, it's just amazing what she could do. Like, wow. And the Detroit MCs here are storytellers. So you all know how important the story is to me. So I love them all. Like, I wish I could put them in one ball and just just carry them, just be like, rap, all right, you rap. I feel like this today. So, man, I have mad respect for all of them, really.
I do believe that as far as in the music industry, MC, and Detroit's coming back on the map.
Big time.
Yeah.
Big
Because
time.
we got some hell of a talent. Hell of a talent. I'd be amazed when I hear some of this, the wordplay and everything.
Exactly.
It's amazing.
Everything you could ever need is here.
And it's organic.
Right.
Thank you. That's the word.
Yeah.
That's the word.
Yeah.
Organic.
Uh-huh.
That's the word. That's the word. So when you hear, outside forces talking about Detroit, it's like, man, screw y'all. Y'all, we need to. And that was the other thing for the Soul Studio is to show folks from the inside out instead of letting the outside come in.
Exactly.
That was it.
Exactly.
That's the whole point.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit is dope and it's strong.
What's the most disappointing thing that you feel that's in the music industry now?
I think the most disappointing thing, really, if you look at women in hip hop, you know what I mean, and the misogyny, you know what I'm saying, and the objectification that women have to go through in order to get a message out. And 9 times out of 10, it's really not the message that they want to get out in the first place. They gotta basically do this to get to a point where, okay, well, maybe now I can start saying a little bit of what I want to say. I don't think that's fair. I really don't think that's fair.
Oh, no.
I don't think that's cool.
Do you think any MCs now is breaking those chains a little bit?
It has yet to be seen. There's a show that I watch. Another one of my guilty pleasures is Sisterhood Hip Hop.
Oh, I was going to ask you about that. I was sitting here in my head like trying to figure out the title of it. I watched that too.
Yes.
That's like one of my last resort shows.
Yeah, that's exactly. It's like, okay, what song?
Right.
Yeah, that's like our, what's today? Wednesday. So that's like our Tuesday night eating dinner. Line up. That's what we do. All right, Sisterhood Hip Hop. And I think right there's a representation of all different types. I don't know. And this is just really just coming to me now is that I feel that the Sisterhood of Hip Hop represents the position that women have in hip hop. Like I would almost change the title, to like these are the phases of women in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody represents something that
and shout
women
out
are
to
going
T.I. because
through.
he is the creator of that show.
Really?
T.I. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
It would be nice if it was a female creator of it. Which would be dope.
Yep. And I even thought about like doing something like that here. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be hot.
Dope artists out here, like insight. We're gonna have a meeting. Next week we're gonna talk about this.
Right.
Light bulb. So I mean, So I really believe that show shows just the state of women in hip hop now, and I just have hope.
Yeah, because it's just a struggle.
Yeah.
It's just a struggle. And
they
they dope. I mean, there's some good artists.
Fire.
Good artists.
We're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. This is LGBT Radio Nation on urbannationradio.com. We'll be right back.
And we're back on urbannationradio.com, your LGBT Radio Nation show with JC and the Laughing Pie.
Hi there.
Give us a call at 313-867-1305 or 313-867-1306. Drop us a question, drop us a line. You can also live chat with us on urbannationradio.com.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
You all right, baby?
I'm trying. I gotta get it back together. Okay. So anyway, you were talking about being responsible earlier.
The white stuff. Your mom.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Wait a minute. What channel we on? Oh.
This is Showtime at the Thought.
Right. Oh, wait a minute. What time is it? Oh, the kids are up. My bad. Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Responsible.
Go ahead.
Responsible. We being responsible.
Whew. Okay, so you were talking about being responsible earlier when Matirio was asking you about the modern day feminism.
Yeah.
So what are you responsible for?
Me. I'm responsible for making sure that I do the things that I'm supposed to be doing to be as genuine as possible, to be as transparent as possible. Like I meditate. I rehearse. I choose my words when I speak to people, I just make sure that I'm responsible to be respectful and to genuinely love you, and anything less than that, is not acceptable. You know, and I'm not perfect. You know, I may fall short, and I thank God for the people that I'm around because they'll tell me like, yo, you know, yuck. But that's really what I strive to do every day. Every day. That's what I set out to do, you know. And I hope each day that I'm even better than I was the day before. I could touch, you know, somebody new, meet somebody new, you know, kick it with somebody new, laugh, you know? And it works. We are.
So you said the key to everything about how the people that you hang around with, how they'll say ew or yuck. Have you always had those types of people in your circle? And what's the difference?
That's a deep part of me. Like, man, like for years, I seem to always be around people who were not secure in what it is that they're doing. So I lived a life where I was minimizing my gifts and my talents, so that folks could kind of, you know, we all can, you know, I know I heard the sigh, girl. I heard the sigh. You minimize your gifts so that you know you won't be alone, so you have friends, so that people can take it. They can take you. They don't think, you know, that you're better than or condescending, and I would find myself.
Somebody told me that before. There's like something, you think you're better than us because you went to school.
Right.
And I'm like, how ignorant is you to actually
it's
say that?
It's that real. And it's straight up, and it's just that real. It's just that real. And people don't understand what comes out of their mouths because of their own insecurities.
But you know what I think? I think when people talk about things like that, they're just, like you said, insecure. But I try not to take it personal because that's something that's going on the inside. I can't help you with that.
See, you're good.
I'm like this. If me being better than you is for me going to school, then I guess I'm just better than you.
See, that's both of what I wished I would have had, you know, years ago, because I love people so much, almost to a fault, that I always want people to be their best. Be your baby selvers. You can't even edit that out because we live. Be your baby selvers.
You ain't say it once, you said it twice.
No, I did. And she was kind of like, baby. Right. Get it out. Spit it out.
She should have did that.
Best. Self.
I tried to help.
Spit it out, baby. I was like,
We knew what you were trying to say.
Lips are full. My lips are full. They are very full. So, yeah, so I always want people to be their best.
Oh, my God.
Self. Oh, that's on. Down this. What's the next question? Well, I go for this.
Right, make it a long one, right?
Make it a long one. So when you were 12, go ahead. Bring it down, guys. Give me some water.
Oh, God.
But yeah, I always want people to be their best selves. And so almost to a fault, I would sacrifice myself in order to push them forward, when it can be a collaboration. You know, when I'm finally at a spot here in Detroit where people actually want to collaborate, and they're so dope in what they do, they don't feel threatened by your talents, but they see that, hey, yo, maybe our talents put together could even be stronger and doper. Like, it's here in this city. Like, this is the first place I've been where I'm like, I can be myself 110% and not feel as though someone's gonna hate on me.
Right.
I read something once, and it says that it says, go ahead, you get it says that if you're trying to grow and you're not losing friends, then you're not growing.
Yep.
And that would be my quote for today.
That is so. I'm about to get that.
Because I
tattoo
is
somewhere.
there you go.
Right. I'm gonna get a tattoo. What was that? Shoot. Put it on my butt. Like, read that.
It's true.
Wow.
It's true.
That is true, though. You know, it is true. And, you know, I would rather have 5. Yeah. And I would rather know, you know, 5 people who are genuine than have a whole slew of folks who are just, ugh, you know?
Right.
That's so true. And it's okay to be able to let people go, too.
It is.
You know, because a lot of people are just together for a reason and a season.
Right.
Not for the whole
Right.
duration.
We try and hold on to people.
Right.
Like, stay with me.
No, and they need to go over here.
Right.
You need to go over here, and that's not to say you guys won't meet up again at some point. But sometimes you don't need to be, you know, you don't need to roll with the same person or people all the time. You know, you just really think.
And you got to be, you can't feel guilty about it. You got to just think to yourself, it's okay.
Exactly.
You know, because everybody ain't going at the same pace.
Nope.
You know?
Yeah, and that comes with time and maturity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I've cried a lot of tears. I've had to do a lot of soul searching. I mean, I've been through some storms. You know, that's why love like water is so important to me. Like, you know, I've seen so many. You know, I've seen the storm approaching.
Yeah.
Sky above looks strange.
Yeah.
Tossed back and forth down under and released into the skies. I felt the pain of anguish and the cleansing of a cry. Channeled through contradiction, been caught up in some snares, slipped through the condescending, detected unawares, forced towards the straight and narrow, veered from the beaten path, and snuck through the dark and the dirty, the light of day at last. You know, it's like that for me.
Okay.
You know, it's like that. It's like that. It's like that. It's like life. It's like,
Like, she gonna get big, and like Jermaine said at the showcase, she ain't gonna know none of y'all. She gonna know none of y'all. Thanks to all the little people that had to step on to get here.
no, anybody who knows me, like you guys, like I'm fans of you guys. And anybody who's been on my show, The Soul Studio, I'm fans of theirs. So I'll never forget anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys are in my heart. Like, y'all family. You know what I'm saying? You're really family now. So I've never been one to forget, because I think that the collaboration and togetherness is important. And the more of us who put our puzzle pieces together, dang it, you know, the picture develops. So, you know, if your puzzle piece is out, I'm going to notice.
Right.
I'm going to notice that. So.
And we can do more things in you know, better together than apart.
You said it.
You know.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Very true. Very
It's
true.
just like this picture I saw today in front of my son, actually. He had this picture on his Instagram.
Oh,
and it was like,
a son? He is gorgeous. Aww,
he is. He's like,
handsome.
he's 22, 24.
He is handsome.
24.
He tried to, you know, he put a mental note like this.
But it's like, it was a picture of some type of animal or whatever, and it was a bush. And it was an animal here, and it was an animal here. And it was a bush on each side. And it was a rope in between them. And so this one's trying to get this bush, and this one's trying to get this bush. They can't reach it. But if this one came over here, you can get this one. And if this one came over here, you can get that one.
That's it. What is that, like a Nazi or something? Is that like a
It was
like
some
a
picture
fable?
that he had.
That's pretty dope. Fables.
So tell
Which
us
one?
this: how do you define success? What's success for you?
Success.
Ooh, my under boob is sweating.
Yours too. My top and under boob. Success is when you're under and top boobs. No sweat.
Right.
Goodness.
I can't fool with y'all tonight. Under boob. I love it. Can I quote that? I'll be laughing about that all night. He said under boob. Success to me is at the end of the night, when you lay your head down on your pillow, when no one is talking to you, no one's saying anything, and you're just quiet, that you can rest peacefully. That you can honestly, you know, look in your mind. You can really, because I like to reflect back when I'm laying down, and I can say, you know what, I've met someone new. You know, I've made a difference. I may have made a little money, you know, to help with the household, but I can rest peacefully. And each day that you can do that, to me, is successful. You know, I don't need the fame, the glitter, any of that stuff. I don't need that. I just need to be able to be all right, to rest peacefully, and really for my God to say that it's well done. You did well. You did well. That's it.
How do you create? What do you tap in to help you create?
It's funny because creating happens anywhere. Like, I can, it's a little graphic, but I can be on the toilet, you know what I'm saying? And it's like a beat will come to me, and I'm just like, okay, hurry up so I can boom, boom. I don't want to forget. Boom, boom. Boom. Okay, let's go. Make this beat. So it's really when I create, it's really it's spontaneous. You know what I'm saying? Like
Are you talking about as far as like writing your own music?
Like writing music, just creating all that stuff. Yeah, it's really spontaneous. It kind of, as a creative person, you kind of are always in that space. You're always opened up to whatever, to the spirit, like using you as a channel to create.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be anywhere. Like I have a studio down in my basement, which is really cool. But sometimes I can't. That's not where the creativity is. It's in the living room.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll move all my stuff up in the living room. You know what I'm saying? My baby will come home like, what?
Mine is mainly at work on my lunch break.
Guitar on lunch break.
Yeah, at work. For some reason, at home, sometimes it just don't happen.
Yep.
You
Yeah,
know?
exactly. It's where creativity finds you. You just have to be that vessel. So for me, I just make sure that I'm open. I'm an open vessel for wherever it is, because it can happen anywhere. It can happen at the grocery store. It can happen right here. You know what I'm saying? And like the ideas that we've had here tonight. You know, so. When I create, now there are times when I will sit down, like, okay, I'm at home, let's see what comes out, you know, and then I'll start doing a beat, and then it'll just kind of materialize, because, you know, creativity is like, okay, I was close to where you are, let me come on over here, because you setting yourself up, you know, okay, you know, but really it's free-flowing, and that keeps it the most authentic and genuine is when it finds me, you know, because then it can be what it is without me trying to make it something. So.
What's the most creative thing that you believe you've ever done?
Dang, well, I can't say. I haven't had a child yet. Getting kind of old. I'm 38. So I don't know if that's going to happen. I've had children, and that's my music, but I haven't had a child.
I know I'm pregnant right now.
Are you pregnant? You look good. You're just full. You're glowing. You're just full. You're glowing.
That's right, while I was in the sweat.
That's what it is. You got the sweaty boo. Yes. Maternity. But yeah, the most creative thing that I've done, I would have to say, is I think it is putting together the Soul Studio mobile. You know, after we kind of took a break from like the in studio stuff, I was like, you know what? You know, one of my goals is to have like audio video recording, and I'm like, sometimes it's not easy for artists to get to you, so why don't you go to them? And so putting my money into that and getting the mixer and getting, you know, the webcams and stuff, I think that's the most recently creative thing that I'm very proud of. And, you know, learning more about live streaming and wanting to better that, and finally figuring out lighting so that you could get a nice stream.
Yeah.
That has been the most creative thing, because it's shown me growth in my own personal mission, my destiny, where I'm trying to get to, my end all be all, and that felt good. That feels good. That feels really good.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
because when I have something that I create and I you know get a chance to write it down or what have you, I get so excited. Like especially if I know that it's good to me or whatever. It's like I have an internal orgasm.
Yeah,
you do.
Yes,
it's really good.
Yeah, like none other.
And I'm just so blessed to be around more artists these days, because it just really feeds my artistic, intellectual ability.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why couldn't I talk like this last Wednesday? Last Wednesday, she interviewed me last Wednesday, and I was a hot ass guest. I was like this most of the time.
Doing everything I'm supposed to do.
Right.
That's
I'm telling
awesome.
you.
We had a Yahoo account.
We will do it.
What you say?
We got some brownies on.
Y'all in here clowning. Is it archived? Because I gotta see it. Y'all archive this.
You can get it on my YouTube channel.
On your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't subscribed, so I have to make sure to subscribe.
Yeah, make sure you do that. That's Kaiology, man, on
Yeah.
YouTube.
That's dope.
Spell that for them.
Kaiology. One more time.
Mann, right?
Two N's,
Yes,
right?
two N's. Two N's.
Yeah. Push one another. I love that.
So I have a
Push one
question for you, Jaci. You know, I had to ask Kai like how to pronounce your names. I was like Jackie.
Yeah. That dang Jackie. She follows me every dang where I go. Jackie. When I graduated, Jackie was there.
So I know
Jackie
I know
was
you're
there.
not single, right?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Oh, here it goes. Oh, good.
Who would you marry, murder, and make love to?
Oh, snap. Can it be the same person? Can it all be one person?
I'm talking about celebrities. Celebrity-wise.
Do I get a choice, or just I gotta come up with someone?
What do you mean you got a choice? You want me to give you like
3?
You want to give me 3, or you want me to just come? I'll just come up with some
just come
spontaneous.
up with
Okay,
some.
who would I murder? I'm going to have one first to get them out the way. What kind of, y'all have a lot of people viewers?
I'm like, how many viewers do
I'm
you
like,
have?
right, it's out in Hollywood. They be looking for me, I'll be a mark. Because of Urban Nature Radio. Maybe a mark.
What happened to JC?
Right, she was on the murder show. She thought about who she gonna murder. Man, who would I murder? That's, okay, who would I marry? We're gonna murder last. I would marry, it has to be a celebrity. Mm-hmm. Okay, who would I marry? That's good.
I'm sitting here trying to figure.
Dang, like for real.
I'm asking you next. No,
Yeah, get yours ready. Man, who would I marry? I would say, Jill Scott.
Okay.
Yep.
You see that new leak?
No. New leak. Why didn't they bring a pad of paper? You good stuff today.
You know how all the photos, celebrity photos got leaked? One of hers got leaked.
What one?
I think she had on bottoms, but she ain't have on top on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would marry her.
Yeah.
Okay, so marry.
Marry, murder, and make love to.
And make love to. Murder. I would murder Rick Ross.
Good enough.
Is that okay?
That's okay.
All right. That's all right. And then marry. I would marry.
You already said Jill Scott.
Oh
So
yeah. Okay. Look, I'm making love to. Dang. Jennifer Hudson.
Okay.
Yeah. I probably would.
You probably would.
Yeah,
He's like, I
that's
probably
pretty
would.
tight. I'm kind of proud of myself. I'm kind of proud of myself.
So
Only because they had to be celebrities.
There you go. What would you tell, just looking back,
Yeah.
and where you at today, what would you tell your 10-year-old self?
My 10-year-old self?
Mm-hmm.
I would tell her to sit her butt down somewhere in the corner. Not talking and shut up. Because I gotta tell her that every day. Sit your butt down. Shut up. Grown folks business.